Tell me what attracted you to the project.
I liked how it started. I remember it starts in a very mythic way, and it ends up mythic. And I remember reading it, thinking it kind of put the hair up on the back of my neck, made my face kind of tingle, and I thought that's what movies can do. They don't always do it, but they can do it. And in this instance, when I read that, I thought this movie could do that. And so I believe in that emotion of your face tingling.
I went into the film expecting, you know, a big action-packed thriller, and it was. But what I left with was the relationship.
Yeah, I mean, I've always responded to you know, those kind of relationships, you know, in all the different movies I've tried to pick. I think, you know, that's what's key and fundamental. But this was set against a, you know, a big canvas of action, of water, and of machine, and that can make for exciting movie making. But if you lose that thing you're talking about, then you have a video game.
Did you get to work with the actual Coast Guard?
They really embraced the idea of what we're doing. They were anxious to help in the smallest detail and lent us a lot of resources. Made a difference in how this movie looked.
Tell me about the training. I mean, what kind of preparation did you have to go through?
I started before the boot camp that we were going to go to because I didn't want to fail in front of everybody. And you know, we ran and we moved and we swam, and it seemed like we didn't stop. And it was good because when we actually had to go do it, we had a lot going for us. I was still tired, but
tell me about the Guardian. How did you get involved?
I read a script about 3.5 years ago. This script, and I was like, I thought it's a movie about heroes, and I think heroes are really hard to find because heroes don't go around bragging about what they do. They don't really tell their story. They let other people do it for them because for them, there's no story to tell. It's just going to work. You know, they just feel like they're going to work. They don't feel like they're doing a big thing. And I thought that was pretty noble, especially in a day where you can't watch a football game without seeing some guy stand over the guy he just tackled and then have to tell him about how he just tackled him, and then have to go tell the press about how he just tackled the guy. I think it's impressive to see someone that just feels like they're just doing their job, but they do something that's this big and this noble. It's a story worth telling. These guys are special.
The Coast Guard. You guys got to work directly with them. Tell me about that. Was that just amazing?
Yeah, we did a whole boot camp with them before we started the film to really sort of get in their heads and get in our heads and to lock into kind of the characters, and then being able to hang out with them on the set. They're all over the movie. They're in the movie. They're on, you know, and just being able to spend time with them. I've never seen someone who's so tough that has such a big heart. Like, you know, these guys could whip you. Like, they really, I mean, they're so tough. Like, if you ever have an opportunity to go to like Elizabeth City and see the camp, and it's shocking. But they have these huge hearts, and they really are compassionate, feeling, emotional, caring people. And you don't see that very often, that mix of that compassion and care and toughness. It's a beautiful thing to watch.
Kevin Costner.
It's like imagine hanging out with your hero for a day. That's what it's like. And that's who he is as a person. And you know, a lot of times, I grew up on Kevin Costner. I mean, I grew up on like I think about like, you know, just the JFK, the Bodyguard, Dances with Wolves. Yeah. You know, I'm from Iowa. If you build it, they will come. You know, I grew up on that, and this is like the return of Kevin Costner to the blockbuster. That's a big deal. He hasn't done one in a while, by choice, and he's decided to come out and play with us again. And I think we should, you know, he's a hero.